Great to see that I'm on live. Yes. Happy Monday. It's already Monday. We're winding down the end of the year, and it's just an amazing experience. Done this how many years now? But it's great. I hope your day is going well for you. I hope the winding down period and you're looking forward to the next year. So what I wanted to talk to you about is responsibilities, and how to assign responsibilities. Say, for example, you have a task you're working on. And sometimes when a task is huge, it can be quite daunting and overwhelming. So here are some tips on how you can break it down in such a way that it gets the work done and it eliminates the overwhelm. So let's go through the steps. The first thing you need to do is you look at the project or whatever it is you're working on, divide it into the different categories that it has. What category does it fall into? Is this an accounting task, or is this a project management task, or is this a construction, a building? What type of category is it? So that's the first thing. Divide it into the different categories, especially if it's a big one. The next thing is prioritize it by importance. And there's so many ways to prioritize. You've probably come across ways you can prioritize by, is it urgent, is it necessary, and those different steps. So one thing I would add is don't be driven just by the urgency, because if it's urgent, you may look at urgency as opposed to importance. Importance trumps urgency. So focus on what is important that needs to get done, and then the urgency will also help in determining how to prioritize. So prioritize it by the importance, because the urgency will follow. And then order it by sequence. That is key. Especially, I used to work as a project manager, and so that was one of the things of laying out what is the sequence to get this job done. We start with the start of the project to the end. What is the sequence that it has to follow? And now we are blessed to have AI. Yes, I will say it's a blessing, because that can very easily help you. You give it, this is the task I'm working on, and then you can say, help me order it by sequence, and it will give you the steps. Of course, you still need to go in and make sure that it's correct, but it gives you a jump start where you don't have to reinvent and start from the very beginning. You can have something that's already in place and then just tweak it to get the results that you want. So dividing the task according to its categories helps you understand how you will need to accomplish it. And then prioritizing by importance helps you to understand why you need to do each part of it. Ordering it by sequence helps you to know when each part needs to be done. And then with that, you can create a nice timetable, give yourself deadlines, and importantly, stick to the deadline. The next thing is assign by abilities. Now you have a team that you're working with. As the leader, you know what their abilities are. And now that you've done all the different steps, you've done the dividing by categories, you've prioritized by importance, you've ordered by sequence, now you can assign to each team member based on their abilities. So this is very important. So assign it to the people that you know will get the work done. And then the next bit, the next step is assign accomplish it by teamwork. So even though you've assigned it by the ability, you still want to make sure that you're all working together as a team, because that's when everything works as it should, collaboratively. And then when it's finished, you can celebrate. You can celebrate because teamwork is the glue that brings everything together. And hopefully this has been very helpful. And responsibilities, it's very important to understand the responsibilities needed to get the task done. Thank you for joining, and I will see you